Hello friends, today we are going to discuss the concept of modules which is present in Python programming. So before starting with the concept of module, just consider one example. That suppose you have written one project or one code having thousands of lines, and in that case suppose any error occurs. So how you are going to find or how you are going to remove that error? So it is very difficult to track error from such a thousand lines of code. So to avoid this, what we can do, we can simply break our program or a project in different parts or different pieces of software. And these different parts or these different pieces of software are nothing but modules. Okay. So this is simple concept of module. So just we can break our one big project in small pieces of software is nothing but module, and each module has its own specific functionality. Okay, let's see one simple example. Here I have written one project by the name ABC. Okay, so I can break this project in three different parts. Okay, first part is A, then B, and then C. We can call this part as a module. So we can break this project in three different modules A, B, C, and each module has its own different functionality. Similarly, here I have another project C, D, E. Okay, I can also divide or break this project in three different parts or three different modules C, D, and E, and each module has its own different functionality. Now suppose if we consider these two projects, here we have this module C, okay, and here also we have module C. If the functionality of this module C and this module C is same, then instead of writing this C again, we can reuse this module C in this project. So the first benefit of writing module is that we can reuse the code. Okay, and suppose if I make the changes in module A, then it won't affect the module B and C. That is, changes made in one module will not affect another module. Okay, so these are the two basic benefits of writing modules. So first benefit is that is we can reuse the models, and second benefit, the changes made in one module will not affect the another module. Okay, so this is a basic concept of module. So normally module is nothing but a simple file which is written by the extension .py. It is a simple Python file. Now let's see one simple example. Okay, I am trying to explain this module concept with the help of program which is written on paper only. Okay, so I am trying to explain the program with the pen and paper concept. So here just consider I have one file by the name test1.py. That is one Python file by the name test1. It has two functions. First function is hello and second one is add. So these are the two function definitions. Hello will print simple hello word, and second function is add, which is used to add two numbers, and it will print simple addition. So now I want to access these two functions from another program. So this is one separate file. So another separate program I have written over here. Okay, so in this is a second file name module1.py. So I want to access these two functions from this file. So if I write only hello, like normally we call the function, if I try to call this function hello by using this syntax, then it will give an error, that is name error will get. Okay, so to call these two functions from another file, what we have to do, we have to import this test file. Okay, what we have to do, we have to import this test file. So how we are going to import that? So simply we have to write import and file name, that is import test1. Okay, and after writing import test1, suppose we have to call this function hello. So I can write hello and opening closing round bracket. So this is not only, we cannot write only hello. So we have to write the file name from where we have to from which file this function belongs to. So this hello belongs to test1. So test1 dot hello. Okay, so this will execute properly. This will call the function hello, which is present in test1 file, and it will print hello world. Similarly, we can also call this add function from this file, that is test1 dot add. So this add will call this function which is present in test1 file, and this will execute this addition, and it will print addition equals to 30, because 10 plus 20 will get 30 in C, and it will print addition equals to 30. Now if you look over here, every time we have to write this test1, that is we have to write file name again and again when we are going to call the function, when we are going to call the function. So to avoid this, we can use this from statement. We have another way to call this function, that is from statement we have to use, that is from test1, that is file name, and here we have to write the files to be imported. So from test1 import hello. So what it will do, it will import hello function from test1 file. So we have test1 file over here having two functions, hello and add. So this will import the hello file. So in this case we can simply call the function by writing function name and opening closing round bracket, that is hello. So it will work absolutely fine. It will call the function hello which is present in test1. Okay, and it will print hello world. Now suppose if I want to call the add function. So suppose if I want to call the add function, so if I simply write add, and if I try to execute this, so in this case I will get an error, that is I will get name error, that is name add is not defined, because here if we see, here I have only imported hello function, I have not imported this add. So explicitly we have to import this function also. So how we are going to import this? By simply writing comma, and after comma just simply write the function name add. So here we have also imported the add function from the file test1. Okay, and if I execute this program, it will work absolutely fine. It will execute the hello function as well as add function which is present in test1 file. Okay, now suppose what drawback it has. Now suppose I am having 100 functions in module 1. If I am having 100 function in test1 file. Now to import that, I have to write this 100 function one after another. Okay, this is possible, but it is not feasible. So instead of writing 100 function, we have another way to import all the functions present in file. So what is that method? Just simply writing the asterisk sign, star sign after import. That is from test1 import star. What it will import? It will import all the all the functions present in test1 file. Okay, and else remaining part is same. We can call, this is add. Okay, we can call the function by simply writing the function name. Okay, so this is a simple way to import the files in another file by using the import keyword. So this is a one way. Just write the simple import and file name, and to call that functions we have to write the file name again over here. So to avoid this, what we can do, we can use the from statement from test1 import hello add. This will import the hello and add functions from the file test1, and we can call that hello and add by simply writing the function call. And if you don't want to write the function name again and again, we can just simply put the asterisk sign. So from test1 import star, the star will import all the functions present in test1 file, and we can call that function definition by the simply writing the function call. Okay, so this is a way to write the module. Okay, so thank you for